ANC Western Cape chairperson Marius Fransman's sexual assault case will be back in the Kimberley Magistrate's Court. Today, Fransman is accused of sexual assault allegations made by his former personal assistant, Louisa Wynand. Let's get the very latest now. Reginald Witbooi is following up on this story. Reggie, thank you very much indeed for coming through. Just remind us about this case.
Well, good morning to you, Blaine. Yes, indeed. The former ANC Western Cape chairperson, Marius Fransman, will be making yet another appearance at the Sexual Offences Court here in the Kimberley Magistrate's Court. It's the fourth time that this case has been postponed here in the Kimberley Magistrate's Court. We know that Fransman is facing one count of sexual assault and 2 of criminal injury. Now, the last time, on the 14th of August this year, the court postponed this case because the state indicated that there's some form of clarity that they need to give to the National Directorate of Public Prosecution, and they assured the court that they will be ready and then they will pave the way forward as what will be the next step, be whether they are ready for trial or not. Mr. Fransman is not yet in court like all the previous other times. I haven't seen him yet, so we expect him again today, but if I can just give you a background of this case, you will recall that Mr. Fransman and his entourage were on their way to the ANC's 8th January celebrations in the Northwest in 2016. They travelled from the Western Cape. They made a stop over here in Kimberley, and that is here where the alleged sexual assault happened. Louisa Wynand, the former personal assistant, then when they arrived in the Northwest, she then opened up a case. It was the National Prosecution Authority here in Kimberley that pushed for this case to be heard here in Kimberley. So we know there was a case of where this case will be heard because they came from the Western Cape. The incident happened here in Kimberley, which is in the Northern Cape. She opened up the case in the Northwest. So, and earlier this year, or in December last year, it was decided that this case will be heard here in the Kimberley Magistrate's Court. So that's where we are. Whether the state will be indicated today that they are trial ready, we don't know. We are just waiting for court proceedings to start here.
This has been postponed 4 times now. What's been the reaction from the affected parties with regards to these postponements?
I've spoken to Mr. Fransman on previous occasions. He didn't want to give any comment. He said they are waiting for this case to actually start, or for the trial to start, and he directed us to his defense. They are also not very keen to speak to us. I also spoke to the former personal assistant publicist, Louisa Wynand's publicist, Mr. Gavin Prince, and he indicated that she's actually very happy now that this case is actually seeing the light of day and it is now in court, and she just wants this case to be over because it's affecting her emotionally. So for both the parties, it is emotional, traumatizing, as we know, but at this stage they don't want to actually give us much because we know that Louisa Wynand, she might also be called to court as a witness to state her case, and then we don't know if when the trial is going to take place, whether Mr. Fransman will be in the dock and also state his side. At this stage, we don't have those details. We must just wait and see, Blaine.
We shall do that. Thank you very much indeed, Reginald Witbooi, live from Kimberley. We will wait and see in terms of court proceedings. We'll touch base with Reggie in a short while. All right, we're going to take a quick